It's not a T-shirt.
Yes.
This is not a T-shirt,
So I'm
sir.
telling you right now, if you ask for money, we will kick you out of the premises. You can't ask for money here.
It's not a premises. It's public property.
You cannot ask for money in anywhere, shape, or
Sir,
form. That's
you best do your best
Westfield.
and just leave me alone, because this is intimidation and this is
what
police
I'm telling you is if you ask
harassment.
for money, we will kick
This
you
is
out.
harassment, sir.
Okay? If you ask for money, you will be kicked out.
Sir, this is harassment. You can't kick me off of public property.
Yes, I can.
No, you
it's
can't.
Westfield city policy. It's a city policy that they said you cannot be asking for money in any corners in Westfield.
Okay, well, if that...
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel where we highlight the worst cops in America. Today's particular video is brought to us by the way of this channel here, Blind Hunting Agency. This one takes place in the city of Westfield, Indiana. This man here is approached by a few officers of the Westfield Police Department while hanging out on a public sidewalk. He has a sign that says, "Praying for a blessing." It is not shown here in this video who exactly called the cops on this man, nor for what reason, but it appears that there was an altercation between him and another individual, a woman who seemed to be pretty upset or frustrated at what this man was doing. I am not aware of what that reason is, nor why, but one of the officers here states that they got called because this man was asking for money, and we all know how cops are known to lie, so we can't really trust on how completely accurate that is. One of the officers who shows up tries to stay respectful and cordial, but the other tries to push the issue and threaten to kick this man off public property if he asks for money. I want you folks to go ahead and check this out. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
Officer Alvarez.
Yes, go ahead, man. What's up?
So it's a First Amendment protected freedom of speech, right? I'm on public property.
That's correct. Yes, you are.
Okay, so the only reason that there was an issue, I've been doing this for weeks, and none of the Westfield police had any problem with me.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying the issue with me.
No.
The only issue with that individual was, I mean, she didn't cross the road. She was standing there pointing her phone at me. 3 or 4 people called it out, and she's still pointing her phone at me.
Nobody called nothing out.
And she told you that they were revving her trucks, yelling at her and saying, "Leave the guy alone." I have a freedom of speech right to be here.
Right. So the issue is that we got people complaining, saying that you're over here. Are you asking for money at any moment? I see your sign. I see what it says, but are you asking for any money?
It says praying for a blessing.
I got you.
So I'm not going to have a word debate with you, sir.
No, I'm just asking you a question. That's all. I just want to know. Did you
I'm going to apply my Fifth Amendment rights, and I don't have to answer that question.
I mean, if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. It's just a simple question. I just want to know what's going on. So
what's going on is that woman was standing over me with a camera over top of my head, and 3 or 4 people yelled at her for doing that. Right. I turned around and said, "Why are you pointing your camera at me?" She said, "I'm not pointing my camera at you." I said, "It's literally pointed at me."
Okay.
And 3 or 4 people yelled.
It wasn't her that called. It was somebody that drove by. So out of her stories, that's brand new for us when we came on here. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing here and everything, just so I can.
I'm using my First Amendment freedom of speech right, and I'm using my Christian religious liberties to sit here and enjoy my public space.
Okay. But at any point, you didn't ask anybody for money.
Sir, I don't know why you're asking me that question. What I do have here is I have from Prevail. So I'm a victim of domestic abuse.
Okay.
And the judge said, go out here and do what you're doing, because this is the best way to get you out of that domestic abuse situation.
I got you. Hey, man, what's your name? First name?
I'm not going to give you my name because I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, look, I'm just trying to say I can address you, okay? So say your name is Mike. Hey, Mike, the reason we're out here, someone driving by called, said you were panhandling, right? So panhandling to us is, okay, someone is asking for money, flying a sign asking for money. If you were not doing any of that, cool. If that's your sign and you're praying for a blessing, whatever the sign says, you're not asking for money. All that is cool, but this is uncommon for this area, and if one person called, we're gonna get 20. Believe it
or not, Officer Woods, this is actually protected under common law. Listen, so it's not uncommon.
Okay, it is uncommon for this area that you have.
The First Amendment is protected under common law, sir.
That is not a debate.
That is a fact. It's not a debate.
I know. I 100% agree with you.
So why are you harassing me when she was the one that they called about?
We are having a conversation.
I'm not having a conversation. Okay. You're intimidating me right now.
Well, I'm sorry about you. Like I said, the reason we were out here, someone called, said you were panhandling. If you weren't panhandling, that is cool. That's fine. But if someone calls again, we want to be able to say, hey, we talked to so-and-so.
You talk to the guy sitting on the street who has long hair. Everybody knows me. I get along with people just fine.
So,
That's awesome.
The thing he's trying to say is the reason why I was asking you if you're asking for money, that you're not allowed to do that. As long as you don't do that, you can do what you want to do about your sign and the prayers and everything. That's totally fine. That's why I'm asking you directly that question. Because if you say you're not asking for money, we can leave you your own. You can do your thing. And when someone calls and complains, be like, hey, he's not asking for money. He's out here with the sign.
They didn't call and complain about any of that. They called and complained about some lady screaming in my face.
No, they said a male with gray shirt, which is you. They never said the female. That's
well,
what
it's a cutoff gray shirt. Did they include that part?
No. So,
okay,
I mean,
so that you just perjured yourself.
I just perjured myself.
You did.
Said it could be her. She's a female. So if I get a male gray shirt, that's going to be her.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, you see, there's only two people.
You
here.
said that it was a male with a gray shirt, but
Correct.
It's not a shirt. It's a cutoff shirt.
Okay, a t-shirt is a t-shirt. All right.
No, it's not a t-shirt.
Yes.
This is not a t-shirt.
So I'm telling you right now, if you ask for money, we will kick you out of the premises. You can't ask for money here.
It's not a premises. It's public property.
You cannot ask for money in anywhere, shape, or
Sir,
form.
you best do your best and just leave me alone because this is intimidation and this is
what
police
I'm telling you is if you ask
harassment.
For money, we will kick
this
you
is
out.
harassment, sir.
Okay? If you ask for money, you will be kicked out.
Sir, this is harassment. You can't kick me off of public property.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Westfield city policy. It's a city policy that they said you cannot be asking for money in any corners in Westfield.
Okay, well, if that's what you're stating, well. I'm talking to him right now. Have a little respect. If that's what you're stating, sir, then I would be more than happy to contact your superior officer. I'd be more than happy to talk to the judge who sent me here, who said this is part of my relief, and I'd be more than happy to take you into court.
So you're saying if the judge tells you that what I'm saying is true, you would leave?
No, I'm saying that if what you're saying is untrue, you, sir, lose qualified immunity.
Okay.
So you are opening yourself to a civil suit.
Okay.
So you
I know I'm correct.
Just leave me alone.
That's fine.
Just leave me alone, sir.
Like I said, sir, if you ask for money again,
I'm asking you to leave me alone.
Do you understand that?
It's at this point right here in the video, folks, where this cop decides to push the issue. At no point in this video gives these cops any reason to believe that this man is asking anybody for money, other than somebody supposedly saying that's what he was doing. His sign obviously says praying for a blessing. However, panhandling in and of itself is not a crime and is protected free speech under the First Amendment. Also, the fact that this cop repeatedly threatens to kick this man off public property is most certainly an intimidation tactic. It amazes me that cops think they can just bully the people around like this whenever they feel like it, but I guess that's the entitlement that comes with the badge. It amazes me even more that they don't know the difference between private and public property. You can't be trespassed from public property unless you have committed a crime. Any repeated and unwanted contact by any individual is considered harassment, and these cops here are doing just that. Let's keep watching, folks.
I'm not understanding anything you're saying. I'm asking you to leave me alone because you're in my face.
It's the whole area.
This is a lot of intimidation, and quite frankly, you're opening yourself to criminal charges. What you're doing right now is criminal.
No.
Yes, it is.
You know what intimidation is?
Yes, I do. Two people standing over me that have weapons and are telling me what I'm doing is illegal when it's not. I'm on public property.
Weapons are not out. My hands are in my pocket.
There's also, as you know, the Second Amendment where people could bear arms. Just by the fact that someone has a holstered weapon and they're talking with you does not constitute intimidation.
When someone says that you do not want to talk to them, they have the right to be safe in their personal Fourth Amendment protections. I don't want to talk to either one of you.
Okay. Well, if I were you, I would also do some reading up because the Fourth Amendment covers searches and seizures. You're not detained. You're not being seized. We're not searching.
Yet you're not leaving though. You're harassing me.
Like you said,
that's harassment.
Like you said, this is also a public place. We could stand here until our shift is over. Just the same as you can sit here.
Mr. Woods, you can argue that all you want. And I'm telling you, you work for a private company, and you're not going to tell me that you're going to enforce public policy when I'm a private citizen on a public property.
The city of Westfield is public.
My point.
So what I'm saying is we work for the government. The city of
I get that. That's federal law. This is civil law.
The city of Westfield is local. It's the state of Indiana. It has nothing to do with federal law.
So you've committed perjury. It's just best for you to quit talking. I'm not a lawyer. but I am pretty good at the law, and you've committed perjury 4 times, and you're intimidating me, you're harassing me.
Well, I would encourage you to read the Indiana Criminal Code on.
I would encourage you to read the Constitution, sir.
Also on perjury, but once we try and get in touch with the person who called, and they confirm there was no panhandling going on or anything like that, we will get out of here.
I have the right to face my accuser, sir, and right now you're my accuser. So I will take you to civil court,
That's fine.
and I will take you to criminal court.
That's
so it's
fine.
best that you step back.
That's fine. You go ahead and do that. We will continue doing what we're doing for the time being. You go ahead and do that, all right?
Well, then I will.
Okay. So I'm going to assume it was just a passerby, but as long as that's confirmed, I say we're good.
Make sure I save this for the record, you know.
Alright folks, and that's all she wrote for this one here. I definitely want you guys to let me know what you think about this one in the comment section down below. As always, the original video as well as the channel link will be down below in the description, as well as in the comments. If you guys haven't yet already, I want you all to hit the like and subscribe, as well as the bell notifications down below for future videos. More importantly, I want you all to head over to the original video and let them know I sent you. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution protects your rights to freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and the freedom to petition your government for redress of grievances. No matter where you are in the world, folks, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any rights. I would like to thank you all once again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Oh, you are not subscribed. Do it now or get off YouTube, bitches.